Hello, this is Amelia Johnson from ameliaajohnson.com, where passionate pet people partner with purpose for profit and pleasure. Is your dog's behavior frustrating you? If so, stay tuned. And in the meantime, please subscribe to this channel because I give a lot of valuable tips from the material that I learn, the people that I meet. And ring the little bell so that you get notified whenever I publish a new video. So, do you realize that your dog's behavior imitates your behavior? It's like looking in a mirror. And I have spoken before about Dr. Sophia Yin and her work with veterinary students and technicians, and how detailed she has become in learning to understand the way the animals respond to us and how they behave. So she has written a book called How to Behave So Your Dog Behaves. And this is a book that you should pick up. Now, she has written it in such a way that you don't have to go from chapter 1 to chapter 2, chapter 3, and so on. You can pick the chapter that you want to really focus on. Maybe the first chapters, which talk about operant conditioning, classical conditioning, positive punishment, negative punishment, will make your eyes glaze over. And even though I have read this stuff for years, it still makes my eyes glaze over. I just want simple solutions. So, Dr. Sophia does talk about 4 different things. 1, you want to train from your pet's perspective. Makes sense, doesn't it? You want to be problem solving. So, you have to think about how to help your dog solve a problem, or if it's your problem. Now, if you really watch your dogs, and I know with Gusto in particular, my American Eskimo, he will throw a ball under a low desk or platform, and then he will either fish it out, or if he can't do that, he will come get me and tell me that I need to help him. And I'm sure your pet has done the same. So consider problem solving. And then Dr. Sophia does have a 5-minute basic guide for basic manners. And she has 9 exercises that you can play with your dog. 4 of them are essential, and you should read the book, and you're probably already doing those 4 to help your dog's behavior. But what about the 4th point? What about those challenges that you have with your pet? And this is what this is what got me back to reading Dr. Yin's book, even though I've had it on my phone for quite a while now. It's because I see myself, even though I have helped other people with their pets for years, I see where I am lapsing myself on the trail walking my dog. He's about 15 months old, and because he's a show dog, he is not neutered, he's intact. So I see behaviors that I don't like, such as when other dogs are approaching, he now wants to be leash aggressive. Not aggressive, but reactive. He's not a fighting dog, but he wants to yap at him. And I don't like that. So I can always turn him around and hold him. But that just builds up his energy. And it's not a good energy. So what should I be doing? So this is problem solving. When he's in a conformation ring, there's not as much issue because we have worked on that. And he's no longer growling or chasing after the dog in front of him or growling at the dog behind him, because I've used Bach flower remedies and because we've worked on it. So he doesn't have those fears. But on a trail, it's different. So what do you do when you're on a trail? And it's not always what you do with your dog, but what are the other people doing with their dogs? So often you'll have people come up and say, oh, my dog's friendly, you know, so we should meet. No. I just tell them my dog hasn't learned his manners yet. He's a puppy. But no dog should ever meet nose to nose. It's either side to side at an angle or side to side. You know how dogs sniff each other's butts. That's the way it should be. And if they weren't on leash, that's the way it would be. If they were being polite. Not polite to us, but polite for them. So what am I going to do with Gusto now? I'm going to go back to carrying food as treats, because that does work for him. I'm going to be reversing direction when I see another dog coming, until I can walk forward again towards that dog, but every time he starts reacting, I'll be going the other way. So far, he hasn't reacted until we're within maybe 10 feet. So it will be an exercise for me. It will be solving a problem that I don't want to happen, and I will have a happier dog, and hopefully the other people will understand not to let their dog run up behind Gusto and scare him, because so many of these reactions are based on fear. So let me know what you have done in those cases. I don't use aversives because there's enough aversives that happen naturally. That's not necessary. I want Gusto to always have a happy experience, never be fearful when we're on a trail in the woods. So, continuing with Dr. Sophia Yin, she also says there's 4 basics to training. One is, actually 3, timing. The timing of your rewards. So consider that. And she emphasizes using a clicker. So if you aren't really quick getting that treat into your dog's mouth, use a clicker to mark the behavior that you want. That's the good behavior. And then that dog will know that the treat is coming. Okay? The other thing is to have clear and consistent expectations and signals. Our dogs read our body language, so our signals have to be consistent. And thirdly, use the correct rate of reinforcement. Consider this aspect of it like being in a casino and you're pulling a one-armed bandit and feeding the machine. So if you're getting a reward every time you feed the machine, naturally you're going to continue to pull the handle. But if you continue to feed the machine and you're not getting a reward, but after 10 tries you're getting a jackpot, you are still going to continue feeding the machine. And it's the same with your pet. They may not get a reward each time, but when they get a jackpot, they will continue to offer the behavior that you want. So hopefully you will go ahead and pick up a copy of How to Behave So That Your Pet Behaves by Dr. Sophia Yin. Unfortunately, she passed away in 2014, but her legacy continues with low stress handling, and you can go to her website, drsophiayin.com. Again, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Give me a like if you like this, and subscribe. See you on the next video.